All right, in our midst, we also have a great man here in education, Professor Awoyilafe. Sorry. Awoyifa. So sorry. Please, can we give Daddy a round of applause? A round of applause. Yeah. Wow, thank you so much. Also, we have. See, if you don't celebrate people, you get the bill. Then we also have Dr.
Thank you. Sorry about that. This is a breach of protocol, but I have to make the correction. So, the gentlemen and the eminent scholars that we have here, they are here for a purpose. Professor Awoyifa, the immediate past Director of Sports of the University of Lagos. Immediate past Director of Sports in the University of Lagos. The only man that organized Nuga Games.
Let's give him a round of applause.
In year 2022. And Waffle Games. Woo! Again, for the whole of Africa.
Woo!
Universities in the whole of Africa. He was the secretary. And that's why he's here. So, a round of applause for our Director of Sports, immediate past Director of Sports of the University of Lagos, University of First Choice, and the nation's pride. So, he's the only one in the whole of Nigeria that did that. Organized Nuga and organized Waffle. A round of applause. So, that's the man you are seeing here. The man is the sports administrator, one of the best sports administrators in Nigeria. And so, thank you, Prof, for coming.
Thank you
God
very
bless
much,
you.
sir.
So, that's the correction. Then,
Thank you very much, sir.
our Dr. Olariwaju Seidu.
Saide.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Much, sir.
Ani Baba ko.
Baba.
I cannot hear you. Abba, oya kò fi wá ṣeré o. Abba, pa. Kò fi wá ṣeré. Elulu. Hey, elejo. Ani Baba ko o. Oya, let's go. Oya Baba ra tó mọ ìyọmọ. Oya, lè lọ sókè. Baba ra tó mọ ìyọmọ. Aha, Prof, oya, ani Baba ko o. Aha, oya, ani Baba ko o. Prof, Baba ra tó mọ ìyọmọ. Prof, ẹ kò mọ́lẹ̀. Thank you so much, Prof.
Thank you very much, sir. So next on our order of service.
Queen, do you know what I was thinking? I was thinking maybe Prof just said, Abraham, send me your account number. Oh. Prof. Sir.
Calm down. See, customize skinny.
Mo.
Send me.
Sir. Yeah.
Customize.
Hey, bro. What do you say? The two of us? I can't hear you. Only me. Only me. Only me.
Team.
The diamond, can you scream?
Timbi.
Sunshine. These are my enemy.
Only him.
Oh yeah, 500 now. Eba wa da pada. Eh. Nice one. Nice one. Queen, let's go. All right, thank you so much, Prof. In advance, I really appreciate you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Don't be surprised that I will see you in the office
Because I know I will see my share
5:30
inside.
a.m. tomorrow, sir.
I know that my share is inside
Yeah,
that money.
thank you very much, sir.
Very much. So we'll be introducing our guest speaker for today. Our guest keynote speaker for today. In person of Professor Aki Belu. Can we give him a round
Can we
of
give
applause?
a round of applause to Professor?
Better.
He's not around yet. Yeah, we are just introducing them.
I look fly, yeah, I look good, good.
Thank you so much, Prof. We appreciate you. Can we clap for him?
When I look fly, yeah, I look good,
All right. Thank you so much, Prof.
This man nice, yeah, everything, yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Prof. You can see the legacy. Yes, sir. You can. Oh, thank you. Oh,
Adi, our account number. Our account number.
I will send it through the president, sir,
Our account number.
I get them before no be property.
and it shall be given to you. Hey! Ah, ayé mi ti da.
Philosopher.
Mo wá Unilag mọ́.
Philosopher.
Mo ti graduate already.
You know
O
what?
ṣe.
I will drop this mic. You continue yourself.
Why now?
We will share the money.
Oh yeah, I will share the money with you. Don't worry. I will share the money. Yeah, she's what? Oh, she's what? Okay, Maliki lorúkọ ẹ̀.
So if I'm married, somebody cannot give me money.
Oh, she's married. Oh.
So if I'm married, somebody cannot give me money.
So ẹ̀yin ni kí wá ṣe owó pẹ̀lú. Olè
Whatever
olè
that we are going to
olè.
give to Team B, I will make sure that I'm the behind it.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So we are going to be introducing the guests that we have for today.
Yeah.
We'll be introducing our guests. Our first guest is Mr. Peter Adeyemi, CEO and co-founder of Cubary's
Technologies.
Cubary's
Cubies, yeah.
Cubary's Technologies, and is represented by
Oluchukwu.
Oluchukwu
Emma Bino.
Oluchukwu Tachi and Ifeoluwa Bakare.
Please, can we give them a round of applause? And on our list here, we have also the second phase of it. We have Mr. Salau Aki Bobola. Aki Bobola. Aki Bobola.
These names are very strong.
Aki
Pronounce it for us.
Bobola.
Bobola.
Okay, Aki Bobola. All right.
Akin Bobola.
All right. Then also we have, okay, he's from the NUT Chairman, Lagos Island, represented by Comrade Abdul Kudus Zakaria. Oruko wow. It is well. Let's go.
It is well. So also we have our moderators, Comrade Alaba Kikelomo, Miss Charity Eno Abasi, and Miss Karim Ade Joke. Yep.
Okay, those are the moderator, right?
Yes, those are our
So
moderators.
at this section, I think the next segment we are going. Okay, the first panel section. Okay, we are going to be. Okay, now let's bring the moderator for the first panel speaker and section.
All right. So for our first section, our first panel section, we'll be calling on our moderator for our first section, Comrade Charity Mrs. Oh, Miss Charity Eno.
Please, can you
Can
give
we
her a
have
round of applause?
Eno?
A round,
Thank you
DJ,
very
that's
much.
okay. A round of applause.
Thank you very much. We'll be discussing the theme of the agent of growth. And to discuss this, I would like to introduce my fellow panelists. We have Comrade Adebayo Gideon. Please, let's give him a round of applause. Comrade Adebayo Gideon. He is the ULSA president. Please, let's give him a round of applause. Thank you very much. We also have Comrade Milayo Joy, this ULSA social secretary. Please, let's give her a round of applause. And thirdly, we have Comrade Oyewole Peter Abayomi, the NUESA president. Please, let's keep clapping till he gets here. The NUESA president. And we have Comrade David Stephen Odafe, Adult Education President, Faculty of Education. Please, let's keep.
I can't stop, I stand up, see class, no be brand boss. If you don't time, they to catch up. We never thought to talk with no one job. Trouble your kick, your face of it. Talatoli, fair for the job. Dagini,
All right, so a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. Imagine a bridge where the beam, the joints, and the bolts must hold firm, or the entire structure collapses. Education now is that bridge. The beams are our teachers, the bolts are our students, and the joints are our parents. The foundation is the government. And now we have artificial intelligence that has risen as a powerful reinforcement. But what happens if one link weakens? If our parents lose connection, if the students break under pressure, if teachers feel unsupported, and if technology is misunderstood, the bridge trembles. So today, under the theme of Agent of Growth, we'll be discussing mental health and academic performance. We'll be discussing how to balance work and study and the others. Because we know behind every grade, behind every certificate, behind every graduate, there's always a story of resilience, a story of struggles, and also of the forces that either weighs us down or holds us up. So to begin with, Comrade Joy, on the mental health. Oh, okay. Let's start with you, sir.
All right.
On the Comrade Peter, under examination anxiety, for many students, I can testify to this, examination halls are not just room testing of anxiety, where we have lots of invigilators, and then, we get scared. We might have read, we have the knowledge, but then the fear to put down what we have read because of the environment and all. So I want to ask you this question. What do you see as the biggest cause of exam anxiety among Nigerian students?
Oh, all right. Thank you very much for the question. And good afternoon, everyone. So before I share my point, I would like to commend the Sandwich President and the executive for the job they are doing. I'm really impressed. And I want to thank everybody also. I want to appreciate everybody also for making it our time to be here today. Thank you very much. So concerning the examination anxiety, which we are all students here, we know we are exposed to it. If I'm to ask to put in one word, I would say what really causes actually the fear of unknown. Because most of us, you're going to the exam or you don't have the idea of what the lecturer is going to ask. You don't know if what to read is what to come outside or something else. And the fear of what will come outside. Will I be able to answer it? How will I be able to cope? So I consider it as the fear of unknown. So that's the major factor I believe lead to the anxieties.
Okay, yeah, thank you. You've mentioned the causes now. How exactly does this anxiety translate into poor performance and weakened well-being of the students?
Yeah, if you actually look at this very well, okay, so see, fear is actually a very dangerous, fear is actually a weakness to the man nature, and I also consider it actually a strength. Because the fear we talk about saves us of time, and at times this same fear puts us a lot of trouble. Now imagine you going to the exam hall and you're already scared of what will happen, how will I write it, what will they ask me, will I fail, will I do mistake? Automatically see your brain is actually being wired to actually protect you, to go into a defense mode to protect you. So with you being scared and your brain trying to go into the defense mode, the chance of you forgetting everything you've read is very high. Most students going to the exam hall and you're just going there and you're blank. It has happened to me before, so I went to the exam and I'm blank. So I have to like take my time and glass are like, but wait, calm down. Oh, it's just a normal thing. It's just a normal paper. So this thing actually, the major effect is that it makes students perform below their standard because the brain is not really settled. And if your brain is not settled, you can't do anything. So I think that is the major reason why the outcome is that it affects our results because you are not ready for it, or we are scared and the brain has to like shut down itself.
All right. Thank you very much. And now looking at the solutions, what roles can teachers and institutions play to transform exam periods from moments of dread into opportunities for success?
When it comes to the role, I believe the role has to start from the student first. The students should not see an exam as a different thing. You should not see exam as a normal classroom. You're going to the classroom to do the same thing you're doing from week 1 to week 14. Now, for the teacher, I think what brings about the fear of unknown is that most teachers don't set revision, don't set evaluation, assessment for their students. So it only come in chalk. So if you actually have a student that will be coming through tests back to back, maybe every three weeks, you're being given a difficult classwork or a quick test, 10-minute test, you're already used to that kind of feeling, that kind of atmosphere. So which I believe, personally, that if you actually if you are prompt to facing tests and classroom evaluation, maybe thrice once in 3 weeks or once in a month, before the set exam period, it will give the student this normal feeling to be ready to see exam as a normal thing and not a big deal like that. And that's my opinion on that.
Thank you very much. Please let's give him a round of applause. Thank you. Now on the unrewarded excellence. Unrewarded excellence. Now when excellence is not rewarded, brilliance looks elsewhere. When you know that you've done your best, then you're not rewarded at all, or then you're just given mere recognition. You understand? Many of Nigerian brightest students have sought recognition abroad. We have the Japa syndrome, where they go abroad, because just the thing that happened recently, where we have civil serve Nigeria for a very long time without recognition, but then we have the female footballer that were given a very huge amount of money for just a 90-minute game. So here in education, many of Nigerian brightest students have sought recognition abroad, leaving behind a vacuum at home. Comrade Gideon now, please let me begin with this. How does the absence of fair reward system affect student motivation to excel?
All right, thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. So I'll start on this note because that's a very important question. The concept of motivation, let me start from there. Motivation, we're talking about something that enhances your intention, right? Your motive, isn't it? So for everything we do, we have a motive. We are coming to school with a motive to probably get a certificate. We want to upgrade ourselves, right? And that means we need something that enhances that intention in our minds, isn't it? So it means if something is affecting that motive, no matter what we try to do, no matter what we try to put out there, we would not be efficient enough. And that is why understanding how, like the question you asked, how poor reward system to outstanding or well-performing students can be a very drastic reduction to human efficiency is important. So for me, I feel, just like the illustration you make, everybody sees things from their own standpoint. Are we still together? We see things from their own standpoint in the sense that when you see a student who do a lot of late night readings, a student who does everything at the library, trying to be the idea of a good doctor, an engineer, a good teacher, and then coming out with great performance at early stage, and then trying to see appreciations like certificates. Get these, I'm not saying certificates are not a sort of like reward system, but we are trying to make these things on a balanced rate, because in an economy, every factor contributes to the efficiency of that economy, isn't it? And education is one of it. So I feel this has really affected Nigeria as a whole, our Nigeria educational system, because we tend to see students being underappreciated for their very good high performance in class. While we see stuff like programs like BB Ninja Show, Montina Dance, or you see the high price value they give to, and it just looks as if everybody wants to dance, everybody wants to do something out of the book. And the truth is, when we have all of these people in their different professionalism, when we now have a little downfall in efficiency by graduates, professionals in the medical space, all of these things are the effect that really brings an economy down. And that's why Nigeria is struggling. It's one of the reasons, not exactly the major reason, but one of the reasons Nigeria is struggling at the moment.
Please, let's give him a round of applause, please. We can do better than that. Thank you very much. Now to Comrade David. To Comrade David Stephen. Under balancing work and study, please, I want us to listen, because our program is programmed in a way that we have to work and also study. So many students today, we live two lives. We are in the classroom by day, and we also by night. Some work to survive, others to grow. But at the end of the day, we must all strike a balance. The question now is, what drives this choice more? When we tend to work at night and we're in the classroom at day, most of us just do it because we want to develop personally. Why some of us do it? Because it's necessary. We just want to survive. Now, Comrade David, from your experience and interactions with students, what really motivates this delicate balancing act?
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much. So, before I would begin, you know, your program is sandwich, so you guys have the opportunity to go to work. But for people like us that we're undergraduates full-time, you have to be in class morning to evening, 8 to probably 6 or whatever. And some of us who want to combine studies and work together. A quick one. When I gained admission into University of Lagos in 2019, I went to my dad and I told him that, Dad, I've gained admission into University of Lagos. He said, oh, congratulations. And that was what he said. Congratulations. Do you know that you're on your own? From year one, I have to start sourcing funds on paying my first school fees with the acceptance, with the whole registration and the likes. Then I picked up a job and I was trying to manage myself. You know, so some people pick up jobs for financial necessity in order for them to pay their school fees, in order for them to buy materials, you know, upkeeps and other things. While some, they go into job because of personal development. So I would not say one is better than the other. You know, along the line from 2019 down to now, after the whole survivor mood and the rest, trying to pay my school fees, even I'm in my final year right now. So I've been paying my school fees right from year one down to my final year, even my project and everything, trying to balance work and in my studies, I'm not that bad. Before you can become president in University of Lagos, you have to be, your GPA have to be high. Sure, you understand? So before becoming president, it shows that my GPA is also high. So I was balancing both study and school. So many people would come ask me, Presi, how do you do it now? I said, okay, this is how to run about it and so on and so forth. So I would say that survival mode, which is financial necessity, makes many students go into work, just like myself. Along the line, when I got to year 3, then I now discovered that, oh, now I want to develop myself so that when I get out of school, I already gain experiences. But at the first stage, it was a survival mode before personal development. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please, let's give him a round of applause. Thank you. To Comrade Joy now. On the mental health and academic performance, behind the bright smiles of on campus, we often hide tears or struggles that no one sees. From sleepless nights to quiet breakdowns, students carry burdens that don't always show on their transcripts at the end of the year. Mental health has now become an invisible curriculum, teaching resilience or teaching despair. Now the question is, what are the most common mental health challenges that Nigerian students face today?
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, mental health challenges is a thing that is not well discussed in Nigeria, especially in the university, because a lot of students, especially part-time students, they go through a lot managing work and school at the same time. So a lot can be causing them stress, depression. Depression is one of the causes of mental health challenges. And most students have issues managing that, I mean, the stress and school, and that is one of the things that put them in that state. You understand? And one thing I believe is that students should try as much as possible not to compete with people. Because, for instance, I'm from a family of 7 girls. So now, I can borrow my sister's wig, my sister's shoe, and somebody is seeing me because you don't have a wig and you're beefing this person like, how come this person is always wearing wigs every day? I can be changing wigs every day. And you will think, this guy has money, whereas I don't even have money in my account. And you are just beating yourself up, thinking you're not doing well enough, and you're stressing out. And how these things can affect your performance in school is because you don't pay attention. When you are mentally down, you can't concentrate. You can't assimilate things. You understand? Like if you have sleepless nights, for instance, if you don't sleep at least 6 to 7 hours at night, you can't function well. Your productivity level will be very low. So that is why we encourage people to try as much as possible to sleep so that it won't affect their mental health. You know, when you sleep well, you read, and I know it's always difficult for people to pay attention, especially when they have things they are dealing with. Part-time students having to manage work and school are always thinking, especially most of us here are married. We are managing children, work, and when they come to school, it's stressful. It's stressful for them. They find it difficult. They are in school. They are calling them to come to work. Their children are calling them. For instance, I saw this grandma outside. I think she's helping her daughter to carry the baby. Now, if the baby starts crying, let's assume this is a lecture room. If the baby starts crying, they call her to come and attend to the baby. And, you know, the mental stress is not just... So I believe now what we can do is try to encourage each other. And the reason why students don't talk about this thing is because fear of being judged. They believe that when they talk about these things, people will judge them, people will start making... Now, for instance, I want to tell you about my problem, and you are now, you know, I'm going through the same thing. My husband did this. Now, one woman used to call my dad. She calls my dad almost every day. Pastor, please pray for me, pray for my marriage, blah, blah, blah. And one day I told my dad, this woman has been calling you to pray. Why not call her and sit her down? Ask her, what is the problem in your marriage? This woman came to my sister's wedding 2 weeks ago. And just last week, we heard that she's dead. Now, yeah, the issue is that her husband abused her. You understand? Now, if my daddy has taken time to talk to her, ask her questions, she would have opened up. You know what I'm saying? So, we should try to open up to people. If just find someone you can trust, someone that you know that can listen to you. If I'm being bothered about something, what I do is call my friend. God bless me with very good friends. I call my friends, I talk, they just allow me talk. I just want to talk. So after talking, not like I don't have a solution to that problem, I just want to talk. After talking, I found solution to it. So they just call me and be like, Joy, how are you doing? I've started it, thank you very much. So we should try as much as possible to open up, talk, just find someone you can trust. I know people can be judgmental, I know people can take your problem and start sharing it around. Just for you to be safe, find someone you can trust and share your problem with. Professor Adewumi, I think she has this flyer on her door. She always encourages people to come and see her when you have a problem. You can go to her, you share the problem. I have a lecturer that teaches us. If he sees anyone that is emotionally down, he always notice that this person has an issue, and he will just cite you and be like, I have to solve this problem before I continue with this class. And until you solve that problem, he won't continue. So I just want to encourage you.
It's not giving them motivation. We see people at younger age that says, I want to be a doctor, I want to be an engineer, and then when they get to higher institution, all their dreams are like drifted to another direction. At the end of the day, you start seeing some of them saying, I want to do so business. A doctor now going into maybe a POS business just because he wants to survive. Because he feels my performance is not well appreciated. So if you look at this thing, in the economics of education, that thing brings inefficiency in the country's total production. The labor and the industrial state of the company, the country begins to devaluate. And these things brings the economy down. So one thing I just feel I should say or I should add is this. We need more encouragement. Encouragement in the sense that beyond just monetary encouragement, we can have positional encouragement. Abroad there, when you see students who are outstanding, they give them more access to mentors who already made it, and then it just be like they have a direct contact for proper mentorship. So these things guide their dream, guides their intention, encourage them and motivate them to press further because they already find themselves on the same table. Even though they are not professionally active, but at least they are in training and they know that this is their end reward or their end zone. So many of these things are things that the government, the educational administrators needs to come together as a chain to like foster enhancement in these areas. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. To Comrade Stephen, I'd like to ask another question on balancing work and study. Now we definitely know that trying to balance work and study always comes at a cost. We are definitely going to sacrifice in one way or the other. Now, how does working while studying affect performance, health, and social life?
Okay, it's a two-edged sword. It's either positive or negative. Now, the positive aspect is this, that it makes you more organized as a person. You know that I have time to study, I have time to be at work, I have time to do other things. So you are very organized. So you learn time management in it. That's time management. I could remember those times while I was in year one. I was working in a primary school, a full-time teacher, and I was also a full-time student. And in primary school, you have to be in class in the morning because of the students. The parents of the students will be there in the morning. They want to see the teacher of that. I was taking basic 5. That's the highest class in that school then. And I was also having classes in the morning. So it's positive in a way that it makes you organize your way. I love University of Lagos for one thing. We don't have classes 8 through 6 p.m. So sometimes we have a very let me say hybrid. We can have classes in the morning for maybe Monday 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. For that day, I may not have any classes anymore. So what I'll just do, I'll tell my HM, okay, I'm going to school by so time to so time. When so time, I'll be in school. She said, okay. Sometimes I do have classes in the evening, 4 to 6. That's how they spread my classes. And there are some days that the whole day will be packed. And there are some days I won't go to school at all. Maybe twice in a week, I won't go to school. I won't come to school. I'll just go to work. So it makes you organized. Now, the other way around, the negative aspect is that you will now be stressed mentally. Just like what the other speaker said, you will go through a lot of stress. Yeah, I was going through a lot of stress at that point in time. I have to be in school, I have to be here and there at the same time. In 2019, then I was still very, just coming out and, facing the real world. When my dad told me plain black that you are on your own. That was his words. You are on your own. So sometimes when I see some of my classmates, they will tell them that they collected money from their dad, maybe 30,000 naira to print docket. I was just like, geez, even if I see somebody that will give me that 300 naira, I'll be so grateful. Some people don't know what they have until my parents are alive. They are alive. They are doing fine. It's not as if I know, God forbid, not now. Sure, you understand. But that's parental support financially. You understand? While I was doing my final project, I acknowledged myself. Yes, I myself, I try. Easy. Thank you so much. So, The negative part is you will go through a lot of stress. The work will be overwhelming. In fact, it became more overwhelming when I became president. Our president job, school is there, work is there. You know, the workload was too much. But what I did was, and now I have to diversify in the sense that I was no longer doing full-time job. I started doing home lessons. You know, home lessons, I'll tell you, this is my schedule. In fact, if I tell you my schedule, you will laugh. I do my schedules on Saturday and Sunday. When I go to church on Sunday, I will tell my students, I'm coming by 2 p.m. I know that I will close in church by 12. I will not go home. I will just go to the client's house. Bam. Do whatever I want to do on Sundays. So it teaches you organization. So I don't play with my Saturday. I know my Saturday and Sunday I'm going to client's house. Then maybe on Fridays, towards evening period, I go to client's house. Sometimes I don't even, in fact, I cancel Friday. I don't do any work on Friday because I'm a very devoted Christian. I have my preparatory class on Friday. I don't miss it in church. I don't miss it. So I make plans. I tell you, I don't fix class on on Friday. Even if the client wants to force me for Friday, I'll tell you, sorry, fix me for Thursday. On Friday, don't fix me. So those are the things you have to balance up. Sure, you understand? You balance everything up. And, you know, I also moved into tech. Because of it, I moved into tech. Okay, I can be working from home. I can be doing other things. So you don't just keep stuck in one position. You diversify. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, Comrade Joy. Thank you, Comrade Gideon. Thank you, Comrade Peter and Comrade Stephen. Thank you very much. So to round this up, we have seen that the strength of education is not found in just one link, but it's an entire chain on its own. We've also heard about the silent struggles of mental health. We've also heard about the cost of balancing work and study. We've also heard about the outbreak of unrewarded excellence and the invisible prison of exam anxiety. So each story reminds us that students are not just learners. We are whole human beings. We are shaped by our families. We're shaped by teachers, the administrators, government policies, and also. So if any link is weak, the chain begins to falter. The chain trembles. So every link is strengthened by our family's support, by our own hard work, by the inspiration that we get from our teachers, and when the government begins to empower the students, and when technology also assists. Then education now does not just produce graduates, but produces the future of Nigeria, produces people that can stand and even empower the students themselves. So let us not just leave any link behind. Let us strengthen one another, and therefore we would strengthen the future of Nigeria. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Please, can we give them a round of applause? Please, we can do better. That was one very interesting panel section. Was it not? You know the one that got my attention the most? The mental health team. In fact, that mental health team, only gone.
What part of mental health are you? The way you are looking at me, do I look at someone that has a mental?
DJ.
Queen,
Thank you very
do I look like someone? Do I have any mental? Do you have a mental? Do you have a mental? Kind
it
of.
looks like someone that.
Am I normal? Please, am I normal?
Am I normal?
Even you said you are not normal. Yeah.
Am I normal?
Okay, what about me? Am I normal or abnormal?
You are not normal. Normal, sir. All right, so please, we noticed during these sections that there was a lot of noise and moving around. can we please settle down? Please, when the panel sections are ongoing, please.
Okay, do we want food? We want water. Is it water or food? All right, promise me they are working on that currently. Trust me. In the next 5 minutes, you guys are going to have a small chops. Clap for yourself. Small chops. Big chops. What's the best? Not big chops. All right, but trust me, they are working on it. They are arranging it. Okay, please, they need water. We don't mind if you can give them water at least. It would be nice to sustain them. So, we need water to give them. Well, before that, I think the other section we have is ready. Are you guys ready?
Philosopher.
But the funniest thing, I don't receive a lot. Prof don't send me. He sent 50K to my account, honestly.
Philosopher.
Oh. 50K, yeah. I just got the alert. Yeah. Media, ever me screenshot there. Media, ever me.
Philosopher.
Tap Peruko. All right. 50K. Jesus. 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 50 salary. 50K. As you come down. Get on no me pa. If you call him a no pa. Where? Up. Oh, Guinea. All right, somebody's come and check it. Just come and confirm. Come and confirm. Yeah. Confirm it. No. Yes. Upper. 50K. Thank you so much.
50K from where? What did I miss?
Where did you go?
What did I miss?
Prof sent 50K to my account, and I'm so happy.
On it,
yeah, honestly.
50K. Wow. So 25 like that?
No, 10.
I don't understand.
Oh yeah, okay, what jog any?
Wait, I don't understand. How much you want to give me?
I'll just give you 5K.
If I collect,
then I'll give Team B the 20,000 naira.
Uko. All right, so we have our guest speaker. Our guest speaker is now around. We are going to play his citation. Media.
Okay, please let's watch this.
Our guest speaker in person of Professor Akinpelu.
Professor Akinpelu is a globally recognized authority in leadership development, education reform, and strategic transformation, with a career that bridges the worlds of business, academia, policy, and development. He is the founder and CEO of Akinpelu Learning and Development, AALD, a research-driven consulting, training, and capacity development firm committed to enhancing institutional performance and service delivery across sectors. As the first professor of practice in educational leadership in Nigeria, he combines academic rigor with practical innovation, supporting governments, educational institutions, businesses, and the multilateral organizations in building sustainable systems and driving measurable results. He holds a PhD in educational leadership from Trident University, USA, a doctorate in strategic leadership from Miles Leadership University, where he also serves on the board, a master's degree, an MBA, and a BSc in industrial physics. He is a fellow of the Professional Leadership Practitioners Institute and an official member of the Forbes Coach Council. With his passion for education, He serves as a visiting faculty member at Edoracity Business School, University, and Miles Leadership University, delivering experiential leadership programs that shape Africa's next generation of changemakers. He has led numerous development projects, public-private partnerships, and sister city collaboration, often serving as a connector between policy and enterprise. His leadership as a project director for Volunteer Corps impacted thousands of students across Nigeria through land-scale educational and capacity building initiatives. In the private sector, he is a partner at TC Resource Technology UK, where he collaborates with global platforms such as Amazon, Google, MySkill, TableAll, and APM, bridging leadership with tech innovation. He serves on several influential boards, including Berkshire, RevTop owns Berkshire Recycling Research and Education Center, RREC, board member, Godney Leadership University, board member, Genesee Schools, board member, Mars Leadership University, advisor to numerous public sector, academic and non-profit institutions. He is the CEO of Erudio Hub, an institution dedicated to raising a new generation of educators and transforming Africa's educational landscape. He is also the visionary behind Performs, a performance and execution think tank focused on leadership, innovation, and organization agility. His influence extends globally. He has spoken to over 700,000 people across more than 15 countries, including Nigeria, Ghana, the UK, Canada, Finland, Sweden, Estonia, the UAE, and the USA. He has delivered keynotes and facilitated trainings at KPMG, Guarantee Trust Bank, Stanbic IBTC, 9PSB, Cora, FINCRA, QDAX, Fifth Gear Consulting, United States Consulate, Dubai International Business Forum, Martin Luther King Jr. Day Event, Lagos, Osun, and Ondo State Governments, African Leadership University, Elevate Africa, Warri Kingdom Speakers Academy. Whether advising policy leaders, training educators, empowering students, or equipping executives, his influence continues to shape conversations on nation building, youth empowerment, institutional reform, and global leadership development. His mission remains clear: to discover, develop, and deploy people and systems to their full potential. And with that inspiring profile, ladies and gentlemen, let us rise with a resounding standing ovation as we warmly welcome and celebrate the presence of Professor Akinpelu, the true beacon of knowledge, leadership, and excellence. Please let us put our hands together.
Welcome, sir.
Please clap your hands. If you are clapping, please clap.
Very much, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. When we are reading the biography of Prof, some of you are saying, oh, he's the kiniko. Oh, he's another thing. Oh, he's another thing. Unilag. 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 What I'm thinking? What is thinking? I'm thinking about something else. Yeah, thank you so much, Prof.
Once again, please let's give Prof a round of applause, please. Thank you very much. All right.
Right, that's a very nice section. Oh, nice. In law, we call it Skype. We don't understand that.
All right.
Thank you so much, Prof. But, sir, I'm one of your students. If you remember one of your church in Oyadimere State, I was part of the, like called the youth Unicorn. But I think I attended one of your seminar. In a long time, that was in 1972. Excuse me.
Prof knows it. You can see he's nodding his head, of course.
Then, I was still a young boy. Although I was in Chicago. I was in University of Chicago. From Chicago, I came to University of Ibadan. From University of Ibadan, I came to University of Lagos.
Philosopher.
All right.
Philosopher.
So
all right, sir, we would have.
Without wasting much of our time, on a standing ovation, we are going to have him on the podium. Please, a round of applause to Prof. Akin Akikpelu. A round of applause. Somebody scream! Somebody scream!
Good afternoon, everybody. How are you doing? Be happy. You sure? Tired? All right, so let's maintain some silence. Thank you. Can we maintain some silence, please? Thank you. So, University of Lagos, I'm excited to be here. I'm more excited because this is the education department. And if you have ever doubted that you'll be great being in the educational department, just know that you have somebody in front of you who has the same experience as you and ended up as a better person. Are we together? So, I'm not just coming to speak to you as a guest lecturer. I also want to identify with you, then also help you to deal with some, probably if there's some identity crisis, because when people study education, most times they are not proud to discuss it outside or tell people that they are educators or they are studying education. Are we together? Yes. And so I understand exactly everything that you are saying. Let me tell you a little story about my education journey. Are we still here? Now, I got a job at ExxonMobil. You know ExxonMobil? If you get a job in ExxonMobil today, you are still made. It's a dream job. So, I got ExxonMobil many years ago, probably over 20 years ago. And I decided I was not enjoying what I was doing. So I was in the technical department. So I wake up every day. I will go and do what is called line of sight. So people in electrical engineering don't understand that. Or I go and do technical site surveys. So I am talking every day to masts, to machines. But I was not happy talking to machines. I wanted to relate with people. And the only thing I could think about at that time was to go and be a teacher. So I left that work. Thank you for clapping. I left a high-paying job. Let's look at this. Then I went to the classroom. There was no name people did not call me. Ode, Mumu, Okbonu, Sugbe. Including the one my parents called me. Because it was a no-brainer. It was not making any sense to make that kind of decision. I met myself inside the classroom and I became a teacher. Do you know that my first 1 week of becoming a teacher, what people were saying about me entered me and I got depressed. To the extent that I remember somebody asked me one day, what do you do now? I kept saying that I was still in ExxonMobil. One day somebody saw me inside the school and said, what are you doing? I said, I'm consulting. But I was a teacher. I stayed as a teacher for many months. First month, second month, 10th month, 12th month, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, many years. No, there's no reason to clap for that. When I was a teacher, now listen to this. My principal, when I was a teacher, was the immediate past commissioner for education. That was my principal. Listen to this. So I was a teacher. She was my head of school, my director, executive director, Mrs. Folashade Adefisayo. That's the immediate commissioner for education. She loved me so much. She believed in me so much. One day recently she was speaking somewhere and she was speaking about me and she said that if there's any great teacher that she has ever met in her life, is this guy called Dr. Akekbelo. He said when he came into our campus, he transformed the entire sector, and all the children who were not very upbeat became excited, and for the first time they saw a teacher that they could relate with. Listen to me. And how did that happen? When I go to the classroom, I will not go to the classroom like somebody who is a beggar. Hello? Even when I don't have all the clothes, I dress well. Listen, the way you dress is not only the way you will be addressed, it also shows your address. Listen, the children that I was teaching, they were children that when you come into the classroom, they size you. So you understand those kind of children? Get inside kind of children. They look at you, they size you. Children who go to America for summer, go to the UK for summer. They travel at every holiday. They know everywhere in the world. They come to look at you. They want to hear how you speak. Then I noticed that everybody, teachers, they don't dress well. And children or students will naturally, hello, are we together? There's a little distraction. Do you want to please help reduce the movement, please? Thank you. Can you share the drinks during the question and answer? Organizers, please. Okay. Let them serve you without noise. You only need your hand to collect it, not your voice. All right. So they look at the teachers when they are talking and they are rude to them. You know why I found out why they are rude? Because they don't represent themselves well. The teachers come, they look beggarly, they look hungry, they even look like they want to beg from the children. And every time you look like that, people will always treat you unjustly, no matter their age. Though they are very small, but they will look down on you. One of the greatest things I learned in the educational sector is that I learned to appear as though I am a bank MD anywhere you see me. I'm waiting for the child that will talk anyhow to me. No, that child is not born. You look at me, that's the same way your father dresses. That's the same way your mother dresses. You can't talk to me anyhow. You can't. Ladies and gentlemen, I was teaching mathematics, physics, and further math. Some hard stuff. And I was not just teaching that. I was going extra with my, I want to share the story before I get into today's lecture. I was always going extra with my students. So imagine if I'm supposed to teach for 2-3 hours, I'm teaching for 5 hours. The children will finish school by 2. They go on break. Then, no, by 3:30, they go on break. And by 8 o'clock, they are back for prep. I will leave my house to come, because it was a boarding house. I will leave my house to sit down with the children during prep and train them. Many teachers looked at me and said, why is this guy like this? Oh, because he's new. Very soon he'll be tired. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. I'm talking about people who have retired from life, who just look at their lives and say there's no good that will come out of it, that they are just mere teachers that people talk to anyhow. So suddenly for the first time, they were wondering, what kind of passion is this? What kind of guy is this? Listen to me. Let me give you a frontal story because of time. Every child that passed through me in the secondary school or in the primary school, do you know that till date, I am in touch with 70% of them? Now, let me tell you why I am in touch with them. Because people say that the reward of teachers is in heaven. Please, you have somebody here in front of you who has received his reward on earth. I'll give you an example. I need one student. One student, please come. One bold person, come. At the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Great. Both of you come. Both of you come. Both of you come. What's your name?
Adio Shukrat Adebisi.
Ade? Adio?
Fumilayo.
Fumilayo. What are you studying?
Mathematics education.
Mathematics. Good.
Guidance and counseling.
Guidance and counseling. Beautiful. I want to show you now. What's the title of this book?
The 7-star student. The 7-star student.
The 7-star student. I want you to read something out by yourself. Come closer. Now, I want you to read this as fast as possible for me. Yes, start. Okay, start from here because of time.
My experience, Dr. Akinpelu was a class teacher and mentor to me whilst I was at secondary school. Although not my direct class teacher, he will probably be etched in my mind as one of the few teachers who had the most impact on me as a student and the woman I am today. Dr. Akipelu, I was someone who saw past your current capabilities and spoke to the leader in you through encouragement and empowerment. He positioned me to achieve many great things as a student. For a young girl who already thought the world of herself, meeting him was a humbling experience. Not because he clipped my wings, but because he showed me how to use them properly. Under his guidance, I improved my work ethic, people, and public speaking skills. Additionally, I achieved awards in public speaking competitions and the position of secretary in the Toastmaster International Association. Wow. Aside from pushing me out of my comfort zone to excel, he presented himself as a safe space and sounding board. I could tell at a young age that this man really cares and could safely confide in me about my trivial teenage problems that consumed me at the time. He was protective and always safeguarded me. I will always respect Mr. Lanre, which is what we called him because he believed in me and never shied away from letting me know that. He knew when to be a friend and when to be expert. His authority to ensure we all stayed in line. As funny as and as strict as that sounds, he wasn't a dictator. Wow. He just knew that we needed guidance and wasn't afraid to provide that. He taught me a lot about my faith, something we have in common. I failed to understand a great deal of it at the time, but as I grew, I would often reminisce of conversations we had and realize this is what Mr. Larry meant. He is an honest man, a God-fearing man, and a wonderful mentor and coach. Wow.
Hold on. Let her continue. That's still one person speaking, but stay. Start from here.
Dr. Akipelu made me truly believe that I am unstoppable and extremely gifted from a very young age. Every conversation with him empowered me or just made me laugh. Sometimes I left annoyed because he never veered away from the truth. I now understand that his words sparked honest convictions within me. I look back on the conversations we had till today and pick the lessons, wishing I had not been a reactive teenager, but listened more intently and took notes. The lesson isn't lost, though I found myself taking the opportunity to speak to him whenever I can. I often get told I am gifted at the public speaking, I am a natural presenter, or that I've got an amazing stage presence. I smiled because I know where it all started. Simply from a teacher I used to disturb a lot, and I guess he got tired of it and gave me a microphone. He showed me how to utilize what gift I had and transition from professional to social settings with that same skill set. That is an invaluable lesson. I am often called upon in church to speak, picked on at work to present to senior stakeholders, and the phrase to volunteer in informal settings to lead. I am a better leader today because of Dr. Akipelu. Almost a decade later, I am still impacted and grateful for the role he played in my life.
There's no time. Now, do you know who is speaking? Have you ever heard of Onyechi Ekumakama on Inspiration FM? That's the lady speaking there. She was my... Two of you come. No, come. So you have a gift from me. Come. She used to be my little girl in the classroom many years ago. Now she's a star on radio. Now come and look at the students that I trained, that I was just their teacher. Now you're going to mention their names and what they are doing right now. Are we together? Yes, sir. So you take it, you mention this, then you mention the next one. We can't read again.
Okay, the first person on the list, Whitney Peters, London, United Kingdom Business Management Officer, Societal General. Wow.
So that's the General Manager of Societal Generale. Next one.
Olushewa Babashola, Ottawa, ON, Canada.
In Canada. Continue. I'm not trying to lecture. I want to give you a picture of what your future should look like.
Kenneth Ezeiruoma, software engineer, Jade,
London.
Onyechi Ekwamakama, radio presenter, Nigeria Info FM, Lagos.
Nafisa Aliru, LLB, Honorable, LAICMC.
That's a lawyer. She's a judge now.
Nonye Azikwe, KPMG, United Kingdom.
Rodakalu Tassier, University of
Arkansas, USA.
Fayetteville, Arkansas, USA.
Esther Omo, London.
Next.
And the last person, Odi Adigwe, Product Manager, Mycandex Communication.
All right. Now, a teacher. Now, before I end my speech, remind me, I want to give you a gift. Remind me, both of you. Now, look at this. I am just a teacher. An ordinary teacher. But I've produced general managers of banks, software engineers, product engineers, lawyers, judge, and I'm just a teacher. And anywhere they see me, because I mentor them and they are still inspired till now after 20 years. So the question is, how you look at yourself in the educational sector, that's where the problem starts from. How do you carry yourself? How do you see yourself? And where do you see yourself going? Do you know one day I went to do a training for Amazon in America, and it was a student of mine who called me and gave me a $5,000 training to do. She used to be my student. The reward of teachers is not in heaven, it's here. It is only for people who are strategic, people who have identity, people who have a vision, and people who know where they are going to. And can I tell you, those are not the only people I'm still going to produce. I'm still going to produce kings and queens and governors and presidents, and they will still come back to me to say thank you. Can I tell you something? I don't beg from them. I don't ask anything from them. I still give to them, no matter how great they are today. That's the dignity of being a teacher. Please educate us. Can I tell you something? Don't carry yourself as though, if not, I didn't want to study education. No. I wanted to do microbiology. They gave me. Ladies and gentlemen, but you collected. They gave you, you collected. You can't collect except they give you. So after they gave you, it is now your responsibility. Does that make sense? So I want to challenge you to bring out something great out of your life. As a teacher, I'm on Forbes. Have you heard of Forbes before? You heard that in my, does that look like the CV of a teacher? I evolved. I worked on myself. Oh, somebody said, oh, maybe you were very rich. That's why you are lucky. Maybe somebody's thinking about, you are just one out of the people lucky. I am not lucky. Can I tell you the truth? If you knew me in the 90s, I'm sure some of you were not born. In the 90s, if you ever saw me, did you know that I was on the road and I was hawking for 10 years of my life? How many years did I hawk? Don't feel for me. Mention it. How many years? 10 years. I sold ice water, pure water. I sold buns, puff, chin. I carried firewood on my head. I grinded pepper. Anything you are thinking that you are doing, I've done much more than that. I don't look like it. If I didn't tell you, you would never know. And I'm just a teacher. I'm just a teacher. I serve on the board of organizations, tech companies, but I'm just a teacher. So the question is, how far do you want to go with your life as a teacher? That's my charge. Let's get into today's topic. I know that this charge I've given you will help you much more, even than the topic that I've been given to speak about. My topic to you this afternoon is very brief and it's very short. And I'm going to speak to you about agent of growth. How do we strengthen the chain link between family, teachers, students, educational administrators, government, and the place of artificial intelligence? This is given exclusively to University of Lagos by my organization and alongside with the Forbes Council of the World. Next slide. So if you want to read about me, you find out that I'm a management consultant, I'm an education reform coach, and I help schools, I help organizations just to be better, and that's what I do for a living. You can find that online. Go read about me. You'll find it. If you go on Instagram, you find at I am Aki Akikbelu. You know, you find me there. And I think you will need it because after that, you may need to talk to me about a few things and how to help you to be better. I am Aki Akikbelu. If you go on LinkedIn, I recommend students to start going to LinkedIn. That's where serious people are. Just look for Dr. Aki Akikbelu. You'll find me there. And all other social media. You'll find me on TikTok, but I won't talk to you there. Find me on Facebook, but I won't talk to you there. I will only talk to you on Instagram. I talk to you on LinkedIn. Is that fine? So I am Aki Akikbelu. Next slide. Can we play this video for them to see? Did you download it? Did you download this slide? Okay, so play it. Your system can't play it. No, not download. Just play from the screen directly. From the link. Did you just click the link? So that's an internet issue. That's an internet issue. Next slide. Just go. Let's go. Next slide. There's no time. Oh, you found a good internet? Now listen to me, guys. The problem, one day I was invited to Corona School. They celebrated their 70 years anniversary. Just about 3 months ago. They had 70th year anniversary as a school. And so That's an organization for you to be sustained for 70 years. That's powerful. So I was invited as the guest speaker, to come and speak. Then I was speaking about the stakeholders of education, looking at the problem of education and where this problem is from. So when we say stakeholders of education, who are the people we are talking about? Students, who again? Parents again? Teachers, the government, administrators, and all of these people. Do you know that all the people you mention now is like a chain? Everybody, we are all in a chain. You see, when I started as a teacher, the reason why I went to be a teacher was because I thought that when I sit down with students, I can solve the problem of education. Because every time I look at education, I'm always depressed. I don't see people happy. The teachers are not paid well. People are not happy. And said, no, I want to change the educational sector. So I started as a teacher. I started spending time with the students. After I spent about 5 years with the students, I noticed that it is good to spend time with the students like you saw that wrote about me, but it still did not change anything, because if the teachers, the people transferring knowledge, are not having enough wisdom and they're not happy, they will damage the future of the child. So it means that we need to do some work on the teachers. The teachers are fast becoming damage agents to the students. They are damaging their future. You know why? You can't blame them. They are not paid well. Their children are not doing well. Their families are not well. How then do you want it? You want them to wish you well in life. How? When I was in the primary school and secondary school, my teacher would bring vegetable for us to be picking during break. That's how we went through break. You'll be doing a goosey from the shell. Then I left. I said, no, I won't deal with students again. Then I started a teacher training college where I started training teachers. I started training teachers, and teachers were happy. But as they were happy in the training, the happiness is not giving them money. The happiness is not sending their children to school. Then I saw that the problem is not. The problem is not the teacher. Then I said, oh, the teacher can be better if the government can be better. Then, ladies and gentlemen, then I went into policy making. I began to work with think tanks of government, helping for policy formulation, shaping policies around education. And I found out that as you are doing that, even when the changes are coming from there, when the children are done, a good child finishing with a good teacher under a good policy, when he gets home to the wrong parent, everything that has been learned will drain down overnight, and the child will return back tomorrow from zero. So where are we going to in Africa? It's a chain reaction from the parents to the students to the administrators to the government to the teachers. And let me tell you something, when one link breaks, everything will break. Next slide. So, I want to talk to you about the interconnectedness of those things. Because I believe that not all of you are going to end up as teachers. Some of you will still end up leaving education. Some of you will still become policy makers. Some of you will still become ministers of education, commissioner for education. Some of you will still be great people. But I want you to put this in your mind, that you must do something about the educational sector, no matter where you find yourself. Let's go. Next slide. Now, let me give you a data from UNESCO. Are we tired? Are we tired? I give you a data from UNESCO. Every year, 244 million children are out of school worldwide. It means that in 4 years, 1 billion children are out of school. How? It's because there's something missing in the link. Somebody has broken that link. Whether it's a government star, a government parastatal, or his family, or it's a teacher. That is why that is happening. The record in Nigeria is amazing. The number of out of school. So you think children will naturally not want to go to school? Do you know many of your colleagues who could not resume school because of school fees? Is that correct? If you give them money today, they will show up in school. Do you know how how people live and survive to pay their school fees. I hope you know it's not everybody that their parents are paying their school fees here. Some of you are working, you are sweating. Some of you are even doing wrong stuff just because you want to go to school. Next slide. We can all agree that education struggles to impact students every day in the most effective form. Next, I need to run. My time is almost up. So let's talk about the links. Number one, next slide. The first one is the family link. You can see that in education, we are talking about family. Family is the most important part of the society. The family is the first school in the house. You learned how to talk in your family. I hope you know the first mentor you had in your life. Whether it's a good mentor or bad mentor, it does not matter. But your first mentor was from where you grew up from. Whether your father or your mother. You know how many of you still talk like your mother today? Or you talk like your father? You think like them because they are just like your first mentor. Because the first school you attended was home. That's the first school. There you learned values, you learned character, you learned belief system, you learned everything about your life while you were at home with your parents. So the family would always play a significant role even in education. A child who feels supported at home would walk taller in the classroom. Now let me talk to you. Some of you are here, you have low self-esteem. Some of you can't even look eyeball to eyeball to speak to somebody. Some of you are always inside of you, eating inside. Rather than confront a matter, you just go and cry. There's a low self-esteem that came into you. Let me tell you, it's not people from your village. That thing was your first teacher. Your first teacher shut you up when you were at school. And that teacher can either be your father or your mother. Shut up, you talk too much. Shut up. You talk too much. When elders are talking, you don't talk. Do you know how many boys have been beaten for playing football? And so is this all you want to do with your life? I hope you know any parent that beats a child for playing football now is not thinking well. I hope you know how much Ronaldo earns per day. I hope you know how much Messi earns per day. Now parents are buying ball for their children and say start playing. If you come back after 30 minutes, they flog you. Go back and play. Because football money is the new oil money. After tech is football. Family. So we need to restructure what is going on in families. And that's why as you are growing up, grow up with the right character. Are we still together? No, we are not together. The people at the back, are we still together? Greatest Nigerian student. Greatest Nigerian student. Good. If our parents did not do well, can we be better parents? Can we have sense? Can we marry rightly? Can we help our children to have good esteem? Yes. Yes. Number 2 in the link is the teacher. Let's go to the teacher link. Next slide. Most teachers today are teachers by circumstance. They are teachers by what? They never wanted to be teachers. Now let me ask you a truthful question. How many of you here really wanted to do education with your life? Don't lie. That you woke up one day and you said, it is education I want to do. Lie and die. Let me see your hand. So can you see the hands now? Very sparse. How many of you became educators or you are studying education by circumstance? Whether by scoring low in JAM or they did not give you the score you wanted. Let me see your hand. You see that? So how many of you are here? You are even confused. You are confused. Let me see your 2 hands. Can you see? You have many teachers by circumstance. They never wanted to be teachers. Let me tell you the story of a young girl called Toby. Are we together? When I entered a school as a teacher, a girl walked past me and the girl did not greet me. I said, what? Then I called other students. I said, who is that young girl walking past me and not greeting me? They said, she's very rude. She's very rude. How is she doing in class? They said, she's very poor. Okay, where are our parents? Our parents are abroad. So why is she not abroad? They brought her to Nigeria to come and have sense. Then our parents are living abroad. You want that child to behave well? Let me tell you what that girl does. When in a boarding school, when you want to escape from a school, you go and climb the gate of the school in the night so that nobody will catch you. You go out for parties and you come back early. You just arrange with the gate men and come back. Ladies and gentlemen, she does not sneak in the night. She sneaks during the day. It's in the afternoon that she is sneaking out so that you can catch her. You know, when you catch her, you know what she wants you to do? To expel her. So that when you expel her, she goes back abroad to see her parents. Nigeria. So she wants to be expelled. And every time they see that, they always pity her. She will tell the teacher, please expel me. If it's another child now, you will expel the child. Why are you not expelling me? They said, we know your problem. Then I made up my mind as a teacher. Are we together? I made up my mind as a teacher. I said, I'm going to help this girl. So I saw her scores. She was on F. IGCSE, they call it U. She was on F. She wasn't doing well. I called the girl one day. She gave me a one-ton neck. She walked out on me. I asked her friend, what does she like to do? They said there's one thing she likes in her life. She likes to listen to the song by Beyonce. I said, Beyonce? That's very small. So I went online. I downloaded about 14 songs from Beyonce. I only knew one song from Beyonce. So I now began to sing and learn Beyonce song. Then during the break, I will put on my laptop and my speaker when she's passing. The first day she passed by my class, she heard a song by Beyonce. Her leg was like this. She could not carry the next leg. Something was pulling back. But she looked at me. She said, it's a teacher. It can't be a teacher. And she wants to go forward. Then she came backward and came to ask. I said, excuse me, who is playing my favorite song? And they said, it's our teacher. Your teacher? Then she walked up to me. I said, you play Beyonce song? I said, yes. She said, you're a bad guy. Students to a teacher. Then I smiled like a moron. I said, yes. She said, why are you playing it? I said, that's my best musician in the world. She said, you are my kind of teacher. She sat down. She said, let me see your playlist. When she saw the playlist, Beyonce, Beyonce, Beyonce. You know what she said? She said, you know what? I'm going to spend my break time with you every day. It looks like there's no teacher in this school that has sense like you. I was smiling like a fool. Every time, so after 1 week, she came back. We now have a good relationship. You know, I've asked about her. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Before you think that it's one spirit that told me what I'm doing. I already know how to enter her brain. So I asked her, I said, I have a problem. She said, what's the problem? I said, I think Nigerian parents are not fair. She said, what do you mean? I said, I think they don't understand their children. You know, some of them they dump their children, they don't understand them, and they give up on them. The lady looks at me again, and she was seeing me like an angel. She said, what did you just say? I said, I meant what I said. She said, that's actually my story. Do you know my dad and my mom are in the UK, enjoying their lives, and now I'm left in Nigeria. She said, you are speaking to me that I knew what the problem was. She became my friend. I began to spend about 1 hour, 30 minutes with her every day. She moved from U, and Toby graduated with a B. Today, Toby works in Deloitte in the United Kingdom. The question is, as a teacher, how far do you want to go with a student? The patience. The patience to teach. The patience to understand. The patience to guide. The patience to lead. The patience to mentor. As the teacher link. The first one is the family link. The second one is the teacher link. Next one. Let's run very fast. Next. Student link. Can I tell you, fellow teachers, or soon to become teachers, never see students as dumping grounds of your knowledge. They too, they have something in their brain. Don't treat them like they don't know anything. They are not dumping ground. They are not vessels to dump on. There's now what is called student-centered learning, where a child or a student can participate in learning as the teacher. Don't dump on them. If your teacher says next week, I'll be taking you a course under pedagogy, for example, and they tell you exactly what you go and read, and they say come to the class. Before the teacher starts teaching, the teacher says, who knows the meaning of pedagogy? And you see a child say, I. Another child says, I. You know why? They prepared for the class. And they will make sense when they speak. By the time you are done hearing them, you only add to what they know. Not just look at them as though they are a bunch of fools and just start dictating to them and telling them what to write, and yet they don't understand. The student link. Next please. The administrator link. Administrators of schools also have something to do. They must be able to guide, lead, and inspire a good environment for learning. And that's what the administrators will do. Next slide. Next slide. To be a great administrator, it takes vision. It takes vision. I met the vice chancellor, the lady vice chancellor of this university, Professor Kemi Ogusola. Am I correct? I met? Yes, right? What's your office's name? Folashade Ogusola. Thank you. I met her for the first time 3 months ago at the Corona anniversary, the 70th year anniversary. She was also a guest speaker there. I listened to her. I knew that this woman has great vision and understands what education is about. Let's put our hands together for our Vice Chancellor. It takes a great vision. It takes resource management. It takes teacher support. And it takes learning-centered policies to be able to help administrators to do better. Next slide. Then the government. That's the real thing, the government. Our government. Our government. We need, see, our government thinks that policy is about paperwork. Ladies and gentlemen, policy is not paper. Policy, it was shapes the future and designs the future of children. Can we have good things inside our curriculum that can produce great leaders in the future? What is wrong in education? As an education is learning entrepreneurship as you are going on. Learning leadership as you are going on. These are things necessary for life. It's not just a paperwork. Policies must align with purposeful design, and the entire system will shift in the right direction. I believe that is how to build a good legacy for them. Let's go. If you look, there's a story called the Mississippi story. Student-centered learning. Allow the student engage in learning. It turned everything around in Mississippi. Next slide. There was a London case study also. It happened that these guys were the lowest grade students. Through student-centered learning, they became the best in the entire United Kingdom. Next slide. Next slide. So that's the London challenge. Next slide. Then let's end it up with the place of artificial intelligence. Are we still together? What did I say last? That's not true. No, what did I say last? What did I say last? You guys are great. Now, AI will soon take over, or is taking over, even the works of teachers. It means that at this point, you have to be a teacher plus. What can you do that AI cannot do? You see that the challenge is getting steeper. The competitive advantage is getting stronger. AI has come to stay. with AI, if students are not careful, students will not be able to think again. Because every question they ask you, put it on AI. When your teacher is saying, what is adaptability? Just write it on Gemini or ChatGPT or DBT or anyone, and you say, "Aye, sir." And you will give an interesting answer. And even your teacher is hearing certain words for the first time and is wowed. He's wowed, but it's AI that is speaking. Then teachers now have found a way to now check whether you do assignments with AI now or not. But can I shock you? Thank you so much. There's another one that is out now that they can't even track again. It's going to produce you. Let me tell you, if you're not careful, AI will just turn you to a dummy. You won't know anything. You will just be a good searcher. You just be searching. A teacher can also be influenced by AI. It means the teacher will not read again. He will be writing lesson plan, everything. Just copy it directly from AI. No, that's not why AI came. AI came to help the educational sector. Next slide. Next slide. AI is to help you transform. Next slide. Next slide. So, how do we ensure that AI is maximized? Clear ethical guidelines. The guidelines must be clear. Schools must be able to have transparent policies. Number two, human oversight. Somebody should be able to guide AI. As beautiful as AI is not even as smart as human being. I hope you know AI is using everybody's brain together. I'm telling you, it's like saying you own your hotspot and somebody else is browsing with your hotspot. Has it happened to you before? AI is using the brain. All of you turned on your hotspot and is using the brain of everybody. One day I chilled with AI. I spent 2 hours asking AI a question. After 2 hours, guess what AI said to me? He said, "Please, I am just a machine and these questions are too much for me." AI that you thought knows all things. It's 2 hours. He said, "I am just a machine. I don't know everything." So you cannot base your life on AI. Literacy training, balanced integration, and bias auditing. We must be auditing what we are reading or what we are doing on AI. Are you sure you are learning? Oh, you are not learning again. Are you sure you are learning? Are you sure you are learning? Are you sure you are learning? Next slide. As I close, education is not strong because of one of those links. Education is only strong when all the links are strengthened together. Family, teachers, students, policymakers, government, administrators, everybody working together. Next slide. When everybody works together, everything in the educational sector would work. Next slide. So this is a collective call to all links in the chain. It's a collective responsibility to strengthen every weak link. In conclusion, I'm sure you are happy. I'm done. Let us remember this one thing. Next slide. Families build values. Everybody say family build values. Next slide. Let's be moving like that. Teachers, go back. Teachers and administrators deliver what? Systems. Next slide. Then government and AI will scale opportunities. Ladies and gentlemen, I've had a beautiful time speaking to you. Woo! And can I tell you something before I go? Because I am a teacher, and I was once a teacher, and I will forever be a teacher. You know, and I'm proud to be a teacher. Please remember one thing, that I want you to start holding your head high. Let nobody look down on you. Don't get depressed for what you are doing. Tell yourself that I will be the best amongst the best. I will matter where it matters. My course or department will not put me into depression. I will be great. I will be very great. I am a teacher, and I am a proud one.
Lagos, I bring you good news today.
Listen. All right, I almost forgot that. Now, do you know that the passion for teaching has led me to something phenomenal? An organization called 1MT is putting together what is called the gathering of the largest teachers in the world. And that is going to hold at Tafawa Balewa Square, Nigeria. About 60 to 100,000 teachers will be gathering, and we are going to be celebrating them. And guess who they called to deliver that? On the 20th of September 2025, there is going to be a groundbreaking event across the world. Hold on with the screen. And Guinness World Record will be coming right to Nigeria to record it as the largest gathering of teachers in the world. Who says you can't be proud to be a teacher? Can you play it? Let them listen to it.
No, Lagos, I bring you good news today, and I'm excited to let you know because something is about to go down in the city of Lagos, and it is very iconic, it is historic, and it has a lot of insight into the future. Can I tell you something? On the 20th of September, over 60,000 teachers in Nigeria would be gathered on this ground, very iconic ground called the Tafawa Balewa Square, Lagos, Nigeria. And here we would have all educators, you would have all policy makers, you would have stakeholders of education, government, and all of them together. And all we are saying is this: the teacher wellness is important, and we are declaring, let there be teachers in the entire space in Nigeria. I wanted to tell every educator, every policy maker, every government, and all stakeholders and parents and children, be on this ground, because this is going into history, and this is going to be the best thing that has happened to this country. I believe that the educational sector is about to witness a revival like we have never seen before. And this is courtesy 1 million teachers, and we are saying, let there be teachers. Radio Hobby is going to be here as a strategic partner to deliver the entire project to you. We can't wait to see you. Let there be teachers. Let there be teachers.
So, University of Lagos, you are officially invited. Can I shock you? We are giving out a brand new car for the best teacher at that conference. Woo! University of Lagos Education Department, do all you can so that we can can all that you do. Be at Tafawa Balewa Square on the 20th of September. The next 2 weeks, and let's be part of history together. So the last thing I will say before I leave the stage is this. If you have questions for me, I am not sure I would be able to take your questions because of my time. And I have another meeting by 3:30 on the dot. Please, if you have questions for me, look for me online. On Instagram, I am Aki Akikbalu. On Facebook, just type Aki Akikbalu. You see my face there. Talk to me. Ask me every question that you want. Mentorship group that you want. I'm sure, why Zainab? I'm sure there's a community that would also be built to have you guys together with your president so that we can mentor you and continue to guide you through life in education. So my coming is not just to talk to you, but my coming is also to have you hold your hand through this work and ensure the way I wrote about that girl in Canada, in UK, in the US, that's how your story is also going to end. Final thing before I go. I've written a couple of books, and I think they brought a few here. It will help you. There's a book called, you remember my story of how I hawked on the road for 10 years? And one day I woke up, I found myself on Forbes. I hope you know that to be on Forbes is not cheap. Yes. There's a book called From Streets to Forbes. How I lived on my life on the street, and I ended up on Forbes, and I've been gracing Forbes cover page back to back for the minimum of 30 months. You don't buy this for a friend who is giving up, or you, or your parents that you think that they are giving up too fast. Give it to them. It will help them. Number 2, how much? I'll tell you. I have one here called Stay in Your Process. So this one, I used to help people do Forex. You know this Forex stuff? So I used to do Forex and stock exchange, stock market of Nigeria. And people gave me money, and all I worked for, we put it together. The money was about $200,000. This was as of 2007. Ladies and gentlemen, I woke up one day, all I ever worked for went down. Everything in uniform was looking for me, including Boy Scouts that can't do anything to me. Anytime I see a man in uniform, my heart palpitates. I wrote a book called Stay in Your Process. It was a vital part of my life that I can never forget. Listen, I wrote this book and I threw it away. I deleted it on my laptop. So I have a senior friend whose name is Brian Tracy. Brian Tracy in the US. So Brian Tracy asked me a question via email. Then instead of me sending him invoice, I mistakenly sent him the soft copy of this book that I thought I had deleted. Then the next email I got from Brian Tracy is, I like this, Aki. Let's do it. I said, let's do what? I said, it's invoice I sent to you. He said, this is not invoice. This is a great book. By the time I opened it, I saw that it was this rubbish book. When I looked at it, it was supposed to be in the dustbin. A global icon called Brian Tracy says, no, let's do it. I will write the forwarding. So if Brian